Hey everyone, welcome to AnsBeerTV. I'm your host, Mekong, a.k.a. Beer Lover. And of course, you know, my great psychic here, Mr. Jazzman, also known as Mike Gourrier, the big jazzman from New Orleans, right? There it is. So today, we are gonna review a beer from Utah. What do you know from Utah? Do they still have that 3-2 law out of Utah? Right? 3.2 beer. Yeah.
It's the home of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, one of the greatest musical groups in the country.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh my God, you are just genius remember all those stuff. You know, people ask me beer questions, I would know, but when they ask me something to do with music, I have no clue. I'm clueless. You know.
The Utah Jazz.
Oh, there it is. Hit the spot. Anyway, let's see. Epic Brewing from Salt Lake City, Utah. 6.6% IPA. It's called Spiral Jetty. Is that some kind of like an artist? Some kind? Is that like an art thing?
Spiral Jetty. Is that what you're trying to bring in? My buddy. He's always trying to mix beer with music. But there are two things that definitely go together. And we're glad this afternoon to be here talking about the products from Epic. Epic came here into Richmond about 2 months ago with a big bang with their line of craft beers. And today we're going to be tasting the Spiral Jetty, which is their IPA. Just the regular IPA.
Regular IPA. 6.6%. All right, let it breathe. There it is.
Not 6.66?
Not 0.66. 6.6.
A good session beer.
So we're gonna use a pint glass. So normally pale ale or IPA or light IPA go nice on a pint glass. So, what do you think of the color here? Look like nice straw color, huh? Good straw color.
A dark straw. It wouldn't be categorized as amber.
Color, yeah. Very
nice
orange,
head.
like unfiltered orange juice. That's what it looked like. Orange juice, unfiltered orange juice. Wow.
We can't talk about orange juice right now with the freeze just happening.
Uh-oh. In Florida?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What's my son gonna drink now?
Well, they'll probably have concentrated orange juice.
Oh no. Not the concentrated orange juice. The day that they have concentrated beer, that will be the end of me.
Lord, hurry with the concentrated
no concentrated beer. Okay, anyways. Jazzman.
Thank you.
Nat. There it is. Okay, so nice golden straw color. Or I would put an unfiltered orange juice.
It is unfiltered.
Yeah, let's give the nose a little treat. Wow. Sweet hoppy aroma, huh? It doesn't. The hop doesn't, smack you.
It's clean.
Wow.
Clean.
Nice, sweet hoppy. It kind of reminds me of a classic IPA, Sweet hoppy. A little piney, but the hop doesn't smack you right, up your nose, it doesn't. So, very soft aroma, soft. What do you think?
Delicious.
All right,
I've had my taste past the nose,
Jumping the gun.
It's a very clean taste.
Now, what do you like about hops, in beer? When you taste like a really nice IPA, I mean, what are you looking into like a hops?
I'm looking for a hops or a hop taste that is not domineering. And that seems to be a problem here this day and age where people go for beers with prominent hop taste, whereas myself, I like a balanced hop taste where it's not, overly hopped and something that is really going to give you a nice, smooth taste on your tongue as opposed to, that burning grapefruit taste or, something that's really,
So you like a
citrusy.
balanced IPA, like good hoppy balance. I would sweet malty. Like, you know, both bridge kind of merge in, not a bridge here, a bridge you can't get a hop over. So you want to merge in with hoppy and sweet malty.
You know, and my favorite hops are like Cascade, Centennial, Columbus, and one of my favorite beers also throws in some Simcoe, which is not a hop that I like.
Okay.
But when it's blended properly with those other hops, hey.
Just like cooking,
Delicious.
huh? Throwing in different ingredients, it turned out to be a better
it's
dish. Yeah.
the right amount. That's the important thing,
yeah.
to have the right amount. And that gives it a good balance. And when it, you know, you smell it, you taste it, and then I have to give my wife credit because she's one of the persons that really talks about one of the qualities of a good beer is the aftertaste. And I mean, you got to have a good aftertaste, because if you got, you know, something sticking on your tongue and it's, you know, not really palatable, then that's not a good drink.
Okay. All right, let's give this epic beer the tongue little treat. Shall we?
Salute.
Salute. Wow, where did the hop go?
Light and citrusy.
You know, it's an IPA, right?
Yes.
And not too hoppy, guys. Not too hoppy. To me, it's kind of like a pale ale, just a touch of hops. That's what remind me of. You know, up front, you know, it tastes like pale ale. You know, hop doesn't smack you. You know,
It's a palatable beer.
yeah, it does.
Or to use my term, it's drinkable.
Drinkable. There you go. If it's an, you know, if it's truly, you know, an IPA or an IPA drinker, you know, they would probably think that this beer is closer to a pale ale rather than an India pale ale. Yeah.
Would this be a good gateway beer for someone who wants to maybe explore?
Ah, definitely. Yes. Yes. The term that you oftenly use is what? Sessionable.
A session beer?
A session beer. That's what it is. So,
But
you
it's
know,
drinkable.
drinkable, sessionable beer.
A session beer.
Session
And a
beer.
session beer is a beer that you can sit up and drink and, you know, not fall over like if you were drinking a barley wine or, you know, a high alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
But one of the qualities that this beer has, and I'm not specifically knowledgeable about the gravity, but it is a good beer to drink while you're eating, because it'll cleanse your palate and allow you to taste the various seasoning or whatever flavorings are in the food, but it's not heavy where it's going to fill you up and you're not going to be able to enjoy the food that you're drinking.
Yeah, it's definitely on a lighter side of an IPA. You do get a little malty there, a little bitter, a little hot bitter in the middle and right at the end. But it's just that you get no hoppy aroma or taste right up front. Up front it tastes like a regular pale ale, but then right at the end it finishes with a little bitter, hop bitterness to it. So. It reminds me of an old style IPA, you know, but it just brew fresh and drink fresh.
And
that's
it
all
is fresh because,
Yeah.
as I mentioned earlier, Epic has just come into the Richmond market here, and this is the first time that we've had the opportunity to sample this Spiral Jetty, their IPA. They have some other IPAs, but today we're
You know-
featuring the Spiral Jetty, and
Yeah.
you know, it's a very drinkable beer.
They have a stronger version of IPA. It's called Hopland IPA. It's their Impure IPA. It was outstanding. Great hoppy aroma, great bitterness. You know, I don't know why what's lost in this. It's more pale ale-ish rather than an IPA-ish. But their bigger brother of this beer was, hoppy everywhere. You know, like you dive into a swimming pool of hops. And it's this great hop, aroma and taste and bitter. It's just an awesome beer. But for some reason, this beer kind of lost touch a little bit. So, I mean, you taste the beer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nat, did you taste the Hopland the other day?
Yes,
Yeah.
you shared that with
Yeah.
me. Yes, that was very nice.
That was a
very
great beer,
nice
yeah.
IPA.
Yeah. So, so I don't know. Were they thinking on a beer on IPA that is accessible beer, or an IPA that's it's gonna punch people with hops? So.
I think this is a good introduction to people who's never really been big IPA people. I think it would help people come along. Good gateway beer is what I like to call it.
Drinkable.
Drinkable beer into craft beer. That's
Yes,
it.
there you go.
That is it. Yeah. So if you rate this beer 1 to 100, what would it be?
Well, how about 80?
80?
Yes.
That low?
Well,
Why? Yeah. Why 80?
I'm very objective.
Okay. What's missing in this beer that you think?
Well, from my perception of an IPA, I think it's a little too sessionable. And the gravity is not that high. I think it's 6.6.
6.6%.
6.6%. And it actually comes through in the taste to where it's like I said, it's drinkable, and it's a good beer, but I wouldn't give it any more than the number.
Well, you know what? For me, probably around 88. It's what I said was it's missing the front, which is that hoppy aroma, hoppy bitterness, and it tastes like a pale ale. So they would rather probably call this epic, the great pale ale rather than the great India pale ale. So here it is, 88 for this beer. So thanks for Epic for the great beer for today's review. So what is our answer again? Beer is the answer. We're out.